First things first, Charlotte, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good.
What I want to start with is, your mother was half Malawian and half Indian,
Yes.
your father Irish. What kind of music was played growing up?
A lot of soul, a lot of Talking Heads, Leonard Cohen,
Okay.
Lou Reed, some Malawian music. There's a woman called Brenda Fassi who, whenever we had like a big party, that always used to get played. And yeah, it was a cross between punk, soul and folk.
Was it important, music?
Was it important? Well, it's
In
been
your
massively important. It's definitely influenced me.
Okay.
And I think it's sculpted the way I perform a little bit and the way that I write. So yeah, it's massively important. I think it's amazing that you can actually listen to music when you're younger and it actually have an effect on you when you get older. It's quite amazing. Especially with the album, there's a couple of tracks that reminds me of certain parts of songs I love, and not through melody-wise, just feel. So yeah, it definitely has an imprint. It's quite cool.
And when all this music was played, did you know quite early that you wanted to sing and you wanted to perform?
When I was young, yeah, and I think a lot of people who are in the music world when they're younger, they know, but I don't think it's a knowing. I think it's something of just being a massive show off.
Okay.
Like, I think it's, you just want to show off, and I was definitely like that, and it's just, I don't know. I did know though.
In what way? What?
I don't know, I just loved it. I remember singing in a choir
Okay.
when I was younger and having a realisation that I knew that I could do it. I knew that I could sing, which is quite a profound feeling without sounding a bit of an idiot. It is quite profound to feel like that, especially with me because I'm not that academic. So thinking, oh my God, I can actually do something was a really big deal for me.
So it made you feel like now I know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you proceed from a moment like that?
Well, my mum and dad bought me a karaoke machine and I just didn't get off it.
Okay.
And I think that's when they realised that I could sing as well. And then they bought me a 12-deck recorder, and I started playing guitar and writing songs and then uploading them to MySpace. So from singing covers to realising that I wanted to write songs was a big transition. It was a big there's a new area to music that I can go to instead of just singing. I can actually create something, which again is a really amazing feeling when you're young, when you're like first feeling things as a young kid.
Do you remember the first song you wrote?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you still have it recorded somewhere?
I was at home the other day and my dad has this thing that like plays loads of records. It's like an iPod, but it's not. It can't work an iPod, so he's got this massive machine that is just so pointless, but he's got loads of music on. And yeah, it came on and I just got these memories of thinking, this song is amazing. I fucking loved it. But now I listen to it and it just makes me cringe. But yeah, it was called Jodie. Okay. And it's really bad.
What was it about?
A girl sitting on a swings. I mean, need I say any more? Sounds awful.
Fair enough. But then, what did you get? Because you mentioned you go from singing to songwriting. What did songwriting do for you? What did it give you?
An outlet, I think. It was kind of. I was never good at writing stories, and that it was a way of me actually writing a story in my own way instead of it being the typical way of writing a story. Yeah, it was fun. Writing on your own, I find really difficult now because I co-write a lot, and that feeling when you're younger and you write on your own for the first time is just really pure and nice. because you've got no limit and you're not thinking about, oh, that's a bit shit and that's naff. It's just like, that feels good. I long for that feeling.
So how come you now write with a co-writer?
I enjoy it.
Okay.
It's become a bit of an addiction. I just like love it, but once you've done it, it's hard to not do it.
Right.
It's a real bittersweet thing. But I love it, being able to bounce ideas off somebody else and then come back with an even better idea. It's just really nice, and it's even better when you like the person.
When you write, I suppose what you write about can be quite personal. Is that easy to share them with somebody else and to delve into it?
It's like a first date naked whenever you do like a co-write. It's really, really scary. It's really daunting. It can cause anxiety, but it's also if it's right, it's incredible. I still write on my own, and some of the tracks on the album are me on my own, but I don't know, I appreciate co-writing. I think it shouldn't be frowned upon. It's a really beautiful thing to do.
What is one example of a track on the album that's where you think you got the best out of the both of you?
Tower.
Okay.
Oh, it's not called Tower, it's called Darkest Tower. Sorry, changed the name. The guy who I was writing with, lyrically, was just exactly what I wanted as a person. He was just amazing. He's called Sean Foreman. And yeah, we just clicked lyrically. He knew it wasn't throwaway lyrics, it was stuff that had a real story, and it was, there was a lot of depth. And he'd only known me that day, and it was as if he'd known me a long time, the way that he could relate to what I was talking about.
What did you want to express with that song? And then how did you kind of convey that to him?
Well, I went in pretty deep with the story. I basically was telling him what it's about, what I wanted to write a song about, which was my sister, who went through a horrible relationship, and I wanted to write a song because our relationship wasn't very good, and I wanted a song to rekindle that friendship again. And he just did it. He helped me get there in a really nice and delicate way, and he wasn't too intruding, and it was just, I don't know, there was just a real class about the way that he helped me get that song together.
Right.
It's not too direct, but it's direct enough for it to have an effect.
Right. What did your sister think of the song?
She doesn't really say anything.
Okay.
I think it's a bit awkward. I think she gets a bit emotional about it, but I don't know. It's what I wouldn't necessarily talk about it. It's like my outlet. It's like, this is how I feel.
Does it help then?
Yeah. For me it does. For everybody else, probably not.